So happy to be here this evening. I don't know how many years I'm coming to the Theosophical Society. Especially when I think about Theosophical Society, I feel almost like my home now. Because being born as a Sri Lankan, I have a special connection to this place, Theosophical Society, because of the founder, Henry Steele Olcott. Because during the British rule in Sri Lanka, he traveled to Sri Lanka and became a Buddhist there, and also he worked with Sri Lankan people to get the freedom for the country from the British. After that, he started 125 Buddhist schools around the island. Still, those schools are very famous in Sri Lanka, very difficult to get into those schools even now, because they are very popular schools in Sri Lanka. Therefore, now Olcott, he is a national hero in Sri Lanka. And we have Olcott Day in Sri Lanka. Everywhere, when we go, we can see his statues. And in that, when we are celebrating his life as a national hero, always we are respecting to him. So therefore, I feel honored to be here this evening. So thank you so much, Jan, every year asking me to come. So anyway, this morning, after my meditation, I was reflecting about my life. I don't know what happened this month. However, I have less travel this month. But starting again next month, it is going to be crazy traveling. So then I was home in the morning. I have a lot of things to do at home, the scheduling, making the phone calls. But I did my morning meditation. I had the thought in my head, I don't like today. Can you believe, almost 40 years of being a monk, and I had that thought, I don't like today. Then I was thinking why I don't like today. I don't like cold weather. I don't like, because I was born into this warm country, and so that's what I really like, steamy and weather. But I don't like cold. I want to see sun. So then I felt a moment, I don't like this. Then I realized, okay, monk, suffering is optional. Suffering is optional. So now you have an option to suffer or not. So then good thing about, then I was thinking all the good side of my life, even is a cold day and no sun in the morning, I was thinking how beautiful my life is. In this moment, I'm so concerned about the weather and the cold, but so many people in this world are in misery. Some people are dying without food. Some people, children are dying in the wars. Some people dying without medicine, no water. Now look at me, my life. I have everything. When I open the faucet and tap, I get water. I don't know where they're coming from even. How wonderful my life is. I'm a spoiled monk in the United States. I'm very spoiled. Because I didn't have that much comfortable life being born in Sri Lanka, because we don't have that many things. Finding a meal is a big deal. But here, I have so many things in my fridge. Everybody brings something. How wonderful. But still, how I'm going to make my life miserable thinking about the weather? Then I realized, no need to. I was thinking all the good stuff about my life. Now I am asking you the same. I am reminding you, your life. Now think about your life being born in this country. How wonderful your life is. Sometimes I can see when I traveling around the world, when I come back to United, I love this country, I love American people, I feel this is my home now. I have a special connection to America. I don't know why is that. But when I come back traveling around so many different cultures and the communities, when I come back here and talking to people, I can see, I can experience more people are unhappy here. Then I was questioning myself, why is that? Because we have to talk about our problems, it's okay. Sometimes people think, why I am unhappy, I don't have enough. Now think about, we have enough here in this country. I was reading a magazine published in Australia. It says 60% of the world wealth in the United States. If all those material things are our ultimate happiness, America has to be the happiest nation in the world. But we are not. But I am going to tell you today and remind you lovingly and kindly, you are so fortunate. Even you have lots of challenges and difficulties in life. That's your problem. I'm telling you, that's your problem. So, who made this problem? If you are sad, who made it? You made it. If you are happy, how do you say it? If you are happy, I did it. Yay, I did it. That's what people respond. If somebody did something wrong to you, you did it. If something bad happened, somebody did it. Something good happened, you did it. So what I realized in my life being a monk is something good happened in my life, I take the responsibility. Of course, I did it. I get all the credits. Something bad happened, I take the responsibility. I did it. So that means you can work on it. So if you think somebody did it, what will happen? You go more problems. You go to more problems. Take the responsibility. So there is a story. It's the Sufi. The spiritual practice is a Sufi stories. I love Sufi stories. There was a man. His name was Nasruddin. This Nasruddin, one day he lost his house keys. Then he was looking for house keys in his backyard. Then neighbor, next door guy, he saw he's looking for something. Neighbors always supportive, right? Go and talk and ask, hey, Mr. Nasruddin, what you are looking for? Then he said, I lost my house keys. I can help you. Then these both men looking for their, the house keys. After an hour later, the neighbor asked, do you remember where did you lose your house keys? Then he said, inside the house. Inside the house. Then that neighbor asked, why you are looking for outside then? I think that's a great story. We all know our problem, our difficulties is inside. But the problem here in this country, always looking for outside. So I can see the biggest problem here in this country is, I have to give credits to you also. So I was reading another, survey they did. Most generous nation in the world. America is the number one. Most generous nation. I can see people are very loving and people love to give. Always supporting to other people. But the biggest weakness I can see here in this country, talking to people, when they come to themselves, they are not generous. What it means, you don't know, many people don't know how to love themselves. One day I asked somebody to practice loving kindness. You have to take care of yourself. Then this lady said, I don't like it. Why? If I am practicing loving kindness to myself, I am selfish. According to my religious background, according to my cultural background, practicing loving kindness is not the good thing. That's selfish. So what I heard when I was young, share your toys with your brother. Don't be selfish. But Buddhist teaching coming from the opposite side. So Buddhist teaching always reminding us how to love ourselves first before love other people, before we love other people. So what I'm asking you today, first thing, if you learn this one today, your life going to be very happy, peaceful experience. I am reminding you, in your spiritual journey, if you want to be happy and content, learn how to be selfish. That's what I am asking people. After today, learn how to be selfish. Now anybody like partners, couples, husband and wife may be sitting together. I know you love each other so much. Maybe you have a long plan to go together. But one day you have to let them to go. Now think about this. Now you are loving each other. This evening you can say to your husband, oh, I am going to Theosophical Society. Bhante Sujatha is coming, I am going to meditate. You stay home and watch the game. I will meditate for you. You can say that if you want, but you are lying. You cannot meditate for your husband. You cannot meditate for your wife. You cannot meditate for your children. If you want to do that, you have to come. It's very important. I remember when I was young, I called my mother. I was in Australia at that time, my 20s. I called my mother full moon day. I asked, what are you doing? I know full moon day in Sri Lanka is a religious, the spiritual day. It's a public holiday. Everybody go to the temple and meditate. I called my mother. She's home. Being a monk in the family is kind of annoying sometimes. and I asked, Mom, you have to be at the temple today. She said, no. I asked, what are you doing? Oh, I'm watching television. That's what my mother is a very spiritual being. And so she said, I'm watching television. I said, Mom, that's not right. You have to be at the temple today. Then she was so upset what I said because I was annoying to her. Mother and son, right? And so that moment when I keep reminding her to go to the temple, she was telling me why I have to do it. What is the purpose? My only son, I gave to the Buddha. My only son, she was so generous to give me away to the Buddha. You are being a monk, you are practicing meditation every day. So who get the result? Who get the benefit? Mother, I am the one get it. Why? I am the mother. I am the one gave you your birth. That means I get all the blessing. Therefore, you are doing enough. I get it. So I felt so sad for my mother. My mother's point is, I do all the good things. Actually, this is the way she said. According to your activities, all your good activities, I am the one, as a mother, go to the heaven. Actually, she used that word, I am the one go to the heaven. Then I felt so sad about my mother. Then I thought I am going to use the same analogy to make her make her upset and mad. Intentionally, I said, Mom, let me say this. Now think about, you don't know what I'm doing in Australia. You think I'm doing all the good stuff. But maybe I'm not. I'm doing all the evil stuff. If I do all the evil stuff, where do you go? Then I said the word, according to her, the wisdom, her theory, I said, according to that, your theory, you go to hell. Any tradition, any cultures, who likes hell? She doesn't like what I said. She hung up the phone. It's very interesting. Then I tried to call her. She never answered the phone. I knew she was so mad with me. Then I totally forget about it. Okay, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I said whatever I want to say to her. Then, the month went by. That time, like 25 years ago, we don't talk all the time over the phone. It's expensive. Then I was calling her again next full moon day, next month. No answer. Nobody answered the phone. Then I have one sister, I call her. What happened? Parents are not home? Then she started to laugh. What happened last month? Do you remember what you said to your mother? You said she will go to hell. Yesterday evening she called me and said, I don't believe that little guy who is in Australia, they call me little monk. I was so little when I become a monk. I don't believe that little guy who is in Australia. I don't know what he's doing. I don't trust him. Tomorrow morning, I go to the temple to meditate. I was so happy for my mother. Now, even for me, she never stayed. What happened, this year, I was in Sri Lanka. So I'm ready to leave. I cannot remember that story. She reminded me. I said, Mom, so when I go home, she's getting ready to go to the temple. She always at the temple. So I said, Mom, I'm leaving soon. So why you go to the temple? You stay with me and let's make a meal and we can have a good time. Now I am so Americanized, right? And so then she said, no. Do you remember 25 years ago what you said to me? She reminded me that story. That's how I remember that. You said I'm going to hell. I don't want to go to hell. So she said, if you need food, ask your sister. I'm going to temple. Even for me now, even I'm leaving the same day, she doesn't want to stay. She doesn't want to. So that means she learned what? She learned other people, loving husband, loving son, loving children cannot help her. She has to help herself. I'm so happy and proud about my mother. Even for me, I'm being a Buddhist monk. I have that expectation now. She doesn't want to stay home. She got the message. So what Buddha said, 2,500 years ago, put your oxygen mask first before you assist other person. Now they are using that technique in the airplane. That's what Buddha said too. Love yourself first before you love other people. So it is very simple theory. You have to take this message to your life. Guarantee, if you practice this, you are going to be better. Otherwise, I'm going to quit tomorrow. Why I'm challenging you? Because being and teaching many years around the world, I experience how many people change their lives because of this loving compassion meditation practice. So why people cannot love themselves? Why they cannot love themselves? Some people are really angry with themselves. Sometimes they are angry with their own mind, angry with their physical body, angry with all the ideas they have. So they have lots of anger-related issues. And also, people always comparing self and others. That's one reason people cannot love themselves. And also, people need approval from other people, the society. You are a good person. You are a wonderful person. Don't compare. If you try to compare, you cannot be yourself. The way you born into this world is perfect. It is perfect. The way you look is perfect. One day, this physical body will change, whether you like or not. You are going to die. I am going to die. So I heard today when I was driving, maybe I don't know, he came here, Bhante Sujatha, from the Denmark monk. 2 months ago, he gave a talk here too, right? Here and the Blue Lotus temple. I got the message today. He passed away. Yeah. So I just got the message. He passed away. I was kind of shocked. Then that moment I was thinking, look at the life. 2 months ago, he was here. He was at the Blue Lotus giving a talk. He was listening to the talk. He just, I saw in the Facebook. So life will change. But your practice never change. It will stay with you forever. That is your gift. That's why I said, what Buddha said, don't lose your moment. We always talking about days and months. We cannot talk about the days and months. We don't know what will happen tomorrow. But you know what will happen right now. When I was in the school, I go to my professor's the office to do homework. So one day he get his bag, he said, "Oh, Bhante, I'm going to my next class. Okay, I will see you again soon. You have a good day." Then I don't know, I didn't plan to say it. I said, "You have a good moment. Okay, bye." I just said it. I don't know why I said it. Then he dropped his backpack and he looking at me. "What you said is very interesting. I like it. Could you please explain to me more?" I said, "No, go to the class now. We can talk about it later." Then we talk about it later. I said, there is no guarantee about your life in future. But if you learn how to love yourself now, there is a guarantee for now. Now you can have everything. Now is your life, not your future. So, if you really want to enjoy this life, no need to, don't misunderstand, no need to go to this 10-day Vipassana retreat. Don't misunderstand what I am telling you. No need to do long weekend retreat. Please come to the retreat weekend anyway. And so, no need to go hide in the forest and meditate like hours and hours. It is very simple technique. If you understand this, I call the golden door. If you understand about self-loving kindness practice, that means you are opening your heart and mind to the universe to grow yourself. The problem here in this society, I can see that part is blocked. That part is blocked. So, what people are doing now, go to so many doctors, go and use so many drugs, use lots of chemical put into your body to find what? Good life, good luck. You never find it. Temporary you find it. I think you are looking for temporary solution or permanent solution. I think most of the solution you are looking for, you are getting now in this society, they are temporary. I am telling these things through my own experience. When I was young monk, I was hating myself. Why? I am a troublemaker. Can you believe I am an angry monk? I was angry monk, I was 11 when I became a monk. And so I'm always making trouble with my brother monks and all the teachers going crazy because of me. Sometimes school closed within 5 minutes because of my activities. And so I was always make a problem in the society, in the world. Then they think I'm a bad guy. I'm evil. I'm not good. I get lots of punishments. I was so stubborn. When everybody is telling me you are a bad person, what happened? I was thinking I'm bad. I'm bad. I am bad. But good thing about my practice, I recognize my weaknesses. I had anger and hatred. I recognized that. I was thinking, still I can be better. I saw tiny little, shining little Buddha inside me. Even everybody hating me, I saw something beautiful. That is so powerful to me. Even everybody is one side, I am just one side, myself. One day my teacher said, because it's so annoying to him, everybody complaining to my teacher, my ordination teacher. One day I was a teenage monk. Then my teacher said, "You born into this world wrong time. That's why you are creating problems." Now think about that kind of statement. It's hurt. Then that moment, I realized, no, I am going to change everything. I am going to change everything. I have power. I have that Buddha nature. I can find out that light. What I did, good thing about my noble friends around me, whoever my teachers and my guidance, they supported me little by little. I start to improve. My secret is for my success in life, learning how to love myself. Right after I figuring out that point in my life, things change. I never planned to come to America. It's happened. I never planned to start the Blue Lotus temple. It's happened. I never ever planned to travel this much around the world. It's happened. Now people are waiting for me. People are looking for me all the time. I'm so humble to say this. Why they are waiting for me? They want to see loving kindness. Because why I am telling you this, I experience anger and hatred in my life. I start to hate myself. After I figuring out I am the Buddha, I came out from that cage. I came out from that darkness. We are thinking Buddha is the person who used to live 2500 years ago. That's what we think, the historical Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama. That's what we are thinking. I was thinking, no, I am the Buddha. Sometimes traditional people hate it when I say that, but American people understand that. When I say I am the Buddha, that means you are the Buddha too. That means I am always thinking when people are smiling, even they are angry, once in a while people are smiling. How beautiful. That means they have tiny little Buddha inside you. That Buddha is a loving kindness, power of loving kindness. So I am asking you today, make a very simple approach to respect yourself where you are and repeat to yourself every single day. Very simple. 3 words. It's a mantra. Very powerful mantra. What is the mantra? I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. It is not in Sanskrit. Sometimes people are chanting mantra, they don't know what they are chanting. I am chanting mantra, Bhante, that maybe is help. Because I know Sanskrit, I know Pali, right? Some people are, that's why, you can make that commitment. Now think about that mantra. It is weird to you when you say, I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. It's not weird. That's your own language. It is so powerful. Put intention to it. In the beginning, it is fake. Fake it until you make it. Right? Just fake it in the beginning. I remember when I was young, I fake it every single day. Because one day my teacher gave me a punishment. Because I was hitting somebody. Sorry. Right? And in the school. So then my teacher gave me a punishment. What is the punishment? Being in the public place, in the school, I have to chant loving kindness mantra. Not inside voice, loudly. Everybody can hear it. People bringing food, people walking around the temple. I am middle of the temple and chanting, I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. May all beings be well, happy and peaceful. I don't know what I am talking about. But I am just doing it. My teacher is going by because he has to hear it. The same time, the person I hate, he is a young monk. He also walking by. I cannot handle it. Now I say, I can see he's walking by, he's so happy, why I am punished? Right? Then he's walking by, I say, I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. I look around and then I can see my teacher is not there. Then I'm looking at him, I hate you, I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. That's why I practice loving kindness in the beginning. Now he's a grown monk. He's living in another country. I am here in the United States. We are so friendly. We love each other so much. This makes sense? So in the beginning, it is not real. If it is real, no need to do it. So I know I am weak. I know I have challenges. I know I don't have enough loving kindness. That's the purpose we have to try it. So one lady said, I hate loving kindness. I asked why. It doesn't work. As I said, she said it is selfish. Then I said, if you are hating loving kindness, I don't think you can love other people. So if you really hating loving kindness, loving yourself, if you are hating it, you cannot love other people. Then she said, I can do it because I am helping so many people, homeless people. That's my loving kindness. I said, I'm very sorry, I don't think you are doing right. I knew something wrong. Then what happened? I said, okay, let me ask this. You want to give me a gift. Now you want to give me a gift. Christmas coming. After you give me a gift, what is your intention? What is your expectation? After you give me a gift, according to your culture? Huh? Give it back. Or if I don't give something back, what I have to say? Thank you. If I don't say thank you, what do you feel? Hurt. I asked, if I don't say thank you to you, how do you feel? Then she said, you are a terrible Buddhist monk. I said, thank you. I can handle that. I know what is coming. Then I said, now see, if you truly love me, you can give me whatever you want to give. If you have that expectation, you are not loving. That means expectation, you are expecting something, rewards. That means I made this statement, very tough one. I said, you are the most selfish person in the world. When I say that, she started to hate me. I know it is okay with me because my intention is good. Then what happened? She was so upset with me, grabbed her purse and like this, yelled at me and she walked out. She said, I never come to the temple again. What can I do? Then I said, okay, people, just enjoy your time. Let me to handle it. Then she went home. During the day something happened in your life, you cannot sleep at night. Now in the modern day, what people do? Thinking and thinking and thinking. Middle of the night, wake up again, go to the computer and writing, going crazy and typing. Great exercise. Don't hit the send button. So she sent me a long email. You are mean monk. I don't like you. People call you loving kindness monk. You are not. And so big complaint. I sent a nice kind message to her. No, I care about you. You have a wounded mind. That's a good word, okay? We all have wounded minds. Do you see that? We have wounded mind, but you know how to hide. We all know how to hide those wounded minds, including myself. But we cannot hide when we get older and older. So, then I sent a nice email, then she sent me another mean email. Then I sent another kind email. Then she sent me another mean one. Back and forth, kind and mean. Finally, I felt now she is pushing my buttons. Why? Practicing loving kindness does not mean practicing foolishness. Then I said, okay, this is my last email. You write whatever you want to write. I don't read. I don't send you emails. No communication. It was very clear. Now she keeps sending. I keep deleting. I don't know what she was writing. After a few months later, I can see one email from her. This is very powerful story. It says, be kind. Please read. I start to read. I start to cry. This is the story. When I was 10 years old, I used to live in Los Angeles with my mother. My mother is a drug addict, alcoholic, and she abused me. So many ways. I hate her. When I was a teenager, we moved to this area. One day, I came to the temple not to meditate. I came to the temple to relax. I had the good place to relax. You are funny, you are loving, I enjoyed so much. But the day you start to talk about self-love, I start to hate it. I understand as a theory, but I don't want to accept it. Why? I feel hurt. I want to hate my mother. I really want to hate my mother. I want to do something so mean to her. So when you are talking about self-love, I start to hate you too. That's what happened. That's why I was arguing with you. But that moment, that's a good thing being in the society, dealing with people. We are like a therapist. We know what is going on. We can see when people walk into the building, I know what is happening. So, Bhante, I am very sorry. Please forgive me. Today is my 40th birthday. I feel last 30 years I was carrying this hatred and anger towards myself and towards my mother. I don't want to do it anymore. I am ready to let go. I made my own birthday gift, my 40th birthday. I am ready to let go. The word she used, I am ready to surrender. Right after I surrender, right after I let go, I felt release. I felt so much love and compassion towards myself. And also I felt so much love towards my mother. The best thing she said, if my mother knows better, she never do this. This makes sense? Why she did that? She doesn't know what she's doing. She did whatever she can. Then I sent another kind email. Okay, you got it. Now I'm very happy for you, but I didn't ask her to come back. That's not my job. So I was, in the beginning of my journey in Woodstock. Then one Saturday, I'm getting ready for the morning meditation. I'm not traveling that much that time. So I saw the handicap access door open. I saw older woman using a walker try to walk into the meditation hall. I hold the door. I was looking outside. I saw somebody coming from the car. I recognized that person right away. Who is that? That's the daughter. She go and found the mother, took mother to meditation. I think almost 20 years they were separated. Now that mother passed away very peacefully, lovingly. I call her grandma. She called me 3 times per day to make sure what is my food, what I'm eating. She was to check my menu. And so she became a very loving and kind person. Now this daughter, I always telling her, little saint. Why? Because of learning how to respect to herself, she changed whole her life. Changing her life, she changed the world. Now think about me, being an angry monk, hating me. What happened now? Now I am helping so many people in the world. One day I know I will die. Sooner or later. Maybe this is my last talk. Who knows? I don't know. Somebody asked me like a few months ago, Bhante, I know you built this temple. Middle of nowhere, a small town, Woodstock. Who is believing there's a Buddhist temple? Just for American people, most of them are Americans. We cannot believe it what you did here. That person said, you are going to leave your legacy here, right? I said, that's not my intention. I didn't even think about it. I'm going to leave my legacy. I said, no, that's not my plan. My plan is to leave my loving kindness here. After another 1,000 years later, somebody will come to this temple. They will learn what I'm leaving here as loving kindness. That's what happened. How about the opposite side of that? I was in Germany. When I go to Germany, we go to see the gas chambers and places, what Hitler did. 75 years later, when we talk about the Hitler, people hate him. Why? What happened? He left his legacy. Anger. Even people are carrying that anger. I met a couple of people, still survivors, because of his activities. Now think about almost 3,000 years ago, Prince Siddhartha, Buddha who passed away, he left this world. Now 2,500 years later, right now, in this place, name of his loving kindness, all the people are here because of his practice. Right now, in this present moment, how many millions of people around the world practicing meditation, name of the Buddha? What he left in this world, his loving kindness and his legacy. That's why I am reminding you, you are very kind human beings. I know that because I respect you so much. That's why I said, don't look at think about the historical Buddha all the time. You have to look at your own Buddha inside you. I think that's the best respect you can do to that historical Buddha. But the problem is, when you don't have this loving kindness, self-awareness, self-compassion, you cannot see that beautiful Buddha inside you. When we born into this world, we born with that little tiny Buddha. Now think about when people are talking about the terrorist, Osama bin Laden. Now think about, the day he was born, people go to his mother and said, "Oh, he's an evil baby." Anybody said that? No. He was beautiful, cute, nice cheeks. People want to kiss him and hug him and hold him. Nobody said to him, "You are a terrorist." But many years later, because of the people, because of the society, he became that way. That means, if you feel you are negative and bad, difficult and angry with yourself, you can change. That's my point. You can change. That's why I said, many years ago, when I was an angry little monk, even everybody hating me, I saw little light inside me. This is my analogy. When you go to museums, you see the very old ancient antiques, like big parts, clay parts. People take a selfie and pictures. We are very happy. Sometimes people not taking selfie or pictures, they are walking around and enjoying arts and things. And it's a part, people kind of looking inside, like that. When we are looking inside, sometimes we see little light inside that part, very old ancient part. Then you are screaming, "Oh my God, there's a little light inside there." Now everybody see that little light. Now my point is, when you see little light, what do you want to do with that now? When you see that little light, you want to make it bigger and brighter. But very expensive, all antique part, that light is inside that part, value millions of dollars. How you are going to take that little light out? Because already society made a value to that part. Even everything is impermanent. What we have to do to get that light out? What you have to do? Break the part. But we are not ready. Are you ready to break the part? You are not. That's why you are in pain. When I was a young monk, even everybody hating me, everybody telling me, "You are angry little monk, you born into the wrong place, wrong time," I saw that little tiny shining light inside me. What I did, even everybody is against me, I broke the part. I change, I get out from that box, I make it bright. I'm asking why you cannot break it, that part. Because we are believing the society approval. We need the society approval. Other people have to approve what I'm doing. That's why I said my stubbornness created is a good person. Why? I didn't believe what other people telling me about myself. Because little by little, I start to see where is the problem. Why I'm too much listening to other people's ideas. Everybody said there is no future for you, the way you are behaving. Now they have regrets about it. Now, according to my teachers, my ordination teachers, I have a couple of them, I'm the best student ever. When they are talking to the young monks, they use as example, look what Bhante Sujatha is doing in America. Look at his life now. Look at his life. You have to behave like him. Of course not. They are advising young monks to behave like me. I'm telling, don't do that, because I was a bad monk. So, but I had the possibility to break that part, make my life bright and shining experience. Now I'm asking you, don't be negative. Don't feel bad about yourself. Don't listen to other people about you. What they tell about you, criticism. If they are criticize you, that's great. Let them to criticize you. Because of their criticism, you become a great person. If they are hating you, you become a saint. I think all the people who are angry with me, they are the people made my life this way. So only practice. I'm telling you, no need to focus anything else. Find that self-love for your body and for your mind. For your body and mind. Some people are very good to practice loving kindness to their body. When we go to the gym, I always go and exercise. They are so happy and proud about their bodies, looking at their muscles, go to mirror. Sometimes when I walk in the track, they come and talk to me and say, asking questions too, even at the gym. So then sometimes they are telling me they have suicidal mind. I meet another group of people. They are so into their mind, neglecting their body. I call imbalance. The person who loving self, yourself, practicing loving kindness, we have to balance our physical health, our mental health. How we are going to balance our physical health? Exercise, eat good food, but understand one day I'm going to die. One day I was, jogging, it's a cold day. I saw one lady walking towards me. I was kind of growing my beard. She couldn't recognize me. Right? In the moment she was looking at me, oh my God, this is Bhante Sujatha. I said, yes, I am. So, what are you doing? I said, exactly what you are doing, I am doing too. She is jogging, I am jogging. And so then, I thought Buddhist monks are not doing exercise. I said, no, I am a human being. I am doing exercise too. Why do you do exercise? Then I said, why I do exercise, sooner or later, I am going to die. I know that. Until then, lovingly, I am taking care of myself, my body. Then she said, that's not the purpose. I am doing exercise. I am doing exercise to live more longer life. I said, doesn't matter. Whatever going to do, whatever going to happen, one day we are going to die. I am really sure about it. Until then, I am really lovingly and kindly I am taking care of my body, and then I am taking care of my mind. That is the message. That's a good message. What is the mantra? 3 words. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. When you are driving, somebody cut you off. Don't point the fingers. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. And also change your perspective, where you are thinking. When somebody cut you off and driving past, and think about, oh my God, maybe he is going to pick the child. Maybe he is going to the hospital. So then you can be so loving and kind and compassionate human being. Remember, suffering is optional. So now I am asking you, please, coming 7 days, please practice this loving kindness meditation. Focus so into yourself, bring awareness to your body and mind. Eat good, exercise good, and meditate 7 days. And then you can email me. I want to hear how many people going to email me or message me. You can search my name online, Google me, you get all the contacts. Through my website, you can communicate with me. I want to hear how many people are practicing loving kindness. Otherwise, if you don't do that, I'm going to tell you that too. This trip, whatever you made this evening, is useless. If you stay home and watch the television, it's better. I'm very honest. So today, this is not just for fun. I said something for your life. Take something. All the stories, whatever I said, forget about it. Take that 3 words into your life. Practice 7 days and see every day, every evening, experience how I feel today. How was my practice? My anger, my hatred, my loving kindness. How I kept my smile to everybody. Loving kindness is not just a word, it is an action. You have to put into your life every day. I think this is enough. Thank you so much for listening to me this evening.
When you talk about, you should say the mantra. Mm-hmm. So do you just meditate on that? Do you just sit?
So in the beginning, I just made it for the beginners. If you are starting it, just use those words until you get idea into your, when you say I am well, always thinking about what it means. When I say I am well, maybe another person totally understand differently about what well means. But no need to understand way other people understand it. The way you understand today, after a week later when you say I am well, your wisdom is bigger and larger. Why? You are processing it every day, what it means. So in the beginning, just use the word and always think, what is that means? Well, happy and peaceful, what is that means? Then when you get used to that system, now for me, I don't say the words actually. Your life turn into loving kindness. Your smile, your touch, your eyes, your words, your action, everything is loving kindness after that. So then no need to even practice loving kindness. You live with loving kindness. Your life turn into loving kindness. But this is the beginning of your journey.
And then how long should you do it for?
So the loving kindness practice?
Yeah.
24/7. So especially for this practice, no need to sit. No need to have a cushion. No need to clean your room to do it. Wherever you are in the train, you are driving to work, you are middle of the traffic. You can practice it. Every red light, say it. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. After you pass in 20 red lights, you are done. I call the red light meditation. So you have to be smart. People say, if people say, oh, I don't have time to meditate, I don't believe it. You have to be smart, you can find the time. So every time now I am teaching people, how about red light meditation? Every red light, breathe in and breathe out. Does that make sense? Okay? It's a 24-hour meditation practice.
Hi, could you tell us a little bit about the Blue Lotus?
Okay, the Blue Lotus Temple, I started it 17 years ago. It is all Catholic church. So later it was the Unitarian Universalist Church. I was teaching meditation there in the first few years. Finally they sold the church. All my friends and supporters, they helped me to purchase the building. So now we have almost 386 meditation classes per year, 1-hour classes, not the retreats. So anytime you can come to meditation for those classes. And the beauty of our temple, Buddha and Jesus both are there. So you can meditate with Jesus and the Buddha. Yeah, that's the only temple or church in the whole world. Jesus and Buddha together. They are doing okay, they are not fighting, so. They are very happy together. Yeah, so that is Blue Lotus Temple. We are so easygoing, funny, loud, laugh. Simple learning and practice, Yeah. Like here, just like here.